Hey, how's everybody doing? Ant's in here in swinging Las Vegas. It's about 2 million degrees outside, but it's nice and cool in here. I'm back in the store and I'm heading on back to the shop. Today, I'm going to show you a nice little trick and a little secret that I came up with this morning to solve that problem when it comes to flautists in your band. You might be a flautist or a flute teacher or a band director. You know, a lot of people are talking about how flute is the worst instrument possible for band because the jet streams tends to shoot just straight on out and affect everybody inside the room. All right, so today what I'm going to show you is how to make this a nice little Windjammer, and it doesn't take a lot of expensive materials or anything, and it takes about half an hour to make with a couple measurements and everything. I'm going to show you how. Why? Because I love you. Mwah!
Alright, let's get started. This is what you're going to need. 2 small screws stolen from a guitarist's pickguard, a flathead screwdriver, 3/32 straight drill bit, electrical tape, red Sharpie marker or any other type of color, and a bow pep attachment, as well as your head joint. And we're going to need any old plastic lid from any type of can that you have. Once you get all of these all set up, we're going to give you the measurements and we're going to move on from there. Before we do any cutting, we're going to go ahead and get the bow pep set up. The bow pep is normally set up naturally on the body, and the head joint is just a little slimmer than the body, so we're using some of the electrical tape, and we're just going to put 2 layers starting underneath right there in the saddle and just overlapping up on top. Don't worry about how much you overlap on top, won't make a difference. Okay, bow pep, 1 1/4 inch centered on top of the crest of the bow pep, and I'm just going to punch 2 holes right where that was at right after I measured it out. Time to get the blast shield ready. It's going to be 1.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So I went ahead and just measured it out where I'm going to need to cut from that edge. Once you get that cut out, then we're going to use that as a template against the bow pep. We're going to figure out where we're going to screw in the holes. And there we go. So we see where the 2 notches on the bow pep are. I went ahead and marked that, and then I wanted to mark 1/4 inch on either side. Fire up the bench drill, and here we go. We're going to go ahead with the 3/32 straight drill bit, drill our 2 holes and get everything set. Put the screws in. There's our pickguard screws, and now that everything's all lined up, we can start screwing those into the bow pep. Don't worry about making them so tight you don't want to strip them out. And what you have right there, everything's all set up. Okay, make sure everything's all centered with the aperture hole, and just snap that right on the underside of the head joint. Everything's pretty good, pretty stable, but you can always take it off.
Okay, so I'm here inside a practice room where there's no wind, and we're going to beta test to see if the Windjammer works using a nice weak flame. And I'm going to use the alcohol lamp out of my shop because this is pretty weak as far as for a flame. As soon as I start coming over there, I'm talking, and it's already going out as soon as I start moving over to it. So it's really easy to blow that out, and I could probably just wave it out with my own hands. So this is going to be a weak flame, perfect to see just how much air is going to be coming out as soon as we start playing with the flute and aiming the lip plate and everything down towards the lamp. Alright, so I'm going to get up front as close as I can, right about here. We're looking at I'm about 1 inch away from the flame. Not bad. Okay, I'll try and give a side angle here, just in case you didn't believe how close I was, and I'll try and move up right here. And if I try to do anything fancy with it, let's try it. And there we go. The Windjammer works. Didn't take very long, and it didn't take a lot of materials. You'll need a bow pep, any type of can lid, a couple small screws, little drill, and there you go. It actually works. It'll stop the wind at least from throwing it straight through the room. There is a little resistance. I'm not going to lie. There's a bit of resistance there, so I'm probably going to do a couple things to beta test and see if I can't get any holes in there that might shoot the air up. I'll do that on a separate video, but other than that, everything seems to work. And there we go. Everything's good to go. So band directors and flautists, there you go. That's a freebie for you.